this ArcMap demonstration, we're going to look at some of the basic things you can do with a table. So first we're going to look at how to open the table. So you pick one of the layers and just right mouse click on it. In this case we'll go to the Tramping Lake layer here. It's a polygon layer. I'm going to open the attribute table for it by first I right mouse clicked on it. Now I'm selecting open attribute table. And the table opens up. Now once the tables open up, like all the other windows here, we can choose to undock it or dock it. I'm just going to shrink the size of the table here to start with. Now I click on the top of the table. I can drag it out here and I can have it, if I pick the center of the blue arrows here with my mouse and let go, the table's now floating off on its own. Once the table is floating off on its own, or if it was still docked, there are a number of things I can do with it. I can click this button here and I can choose the arrange tables. Okay, actually I need to have more than one table open up, so we'll open a second table. So I'm going to go over here and open up the attribute table for this layer here. So now I have two. There's the Tramping Lake line arc, which is now visible here, or I can click this tab at the bottom and I'm back to the original table I had opened up from the Tramping Lake layer, the polygon. Now I wanted to show you that you can actually look at both tables at the same time, so I'm going to go down to arrange tables and I'm going to pick new horizontal tab group, and it splits them horizontally. I can make this window bigger if I want to see more of the tables. I can also come here and go back to arrange tables, and this time move to previous tab group, which will take me back to where I was with the two different tabs. And we'll go back there one more time, and this time I'm going to pick a new vertical tab group, and now they will be split vertically. So now I paused the video there and I couldn't find the bar here, and it was actually, I had to go right to the edge to grab it before, but now you can see there's two windows there. And so now we have the two tables lined up this way. And then, like I said before, you can choose to dock these. So I'm going to choose this time to dock it using this this placement here. And now it's to the left of the table of contents, but below the map display. Again, I could resize that, stretch it up if I wanted to, and I can go back to the previous tab group. So now I'm back to the two separate tabs. And now what I want to do is I'm going to close the line art table, which leaves me with the Tramping Lake one. And we want to take a close look at the table itself. There are a number of fields here, and this is the Forest Resource Inventory, so you may recognize some of these fields from the navigation course if you've taken it. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to go to Land ID, which is the stand number, and I'm going to right mouse click on that column, and I'm going to choose to sort those ascending. So we look at the top now, we got 1 and 2, and they're in numerical order, but in ascending. I could choose descending, and now it'll start with the highest number going down. You could choose to sort based on any field you wanted. There's a cutting class field here. I'll sort ascending on that, and see that they're now there, sorted. Okay, now I'll show you how to select individual records in the tables. So you can just come over here and, well, first of all I'm going to sort this by land ID again, and I'm going to sort descending. I'm looking for the 900s, which are water, and I want to select some of these. So if I select something on the table here, you'll see now it has become selected here in the map. I'm going to turn off layout view, and I'm going to go to the data view, and you can see it's selected there. I'll just zoom in on that a bit. You can see the area that I selected there. So I'll just go back to the previous zoom. You can select more than one record at a time by holding the control button down and clicking on more than one record, and you should see these being selected on the map as I select them as well. Another way to select more than one record at a time is, first I'll clear the selection, which this button here will clear all the selections. And what I'll use is the shift key. So I'm going to click one record to start with, then I'll hold the shift key down and select another record and all the records in between those to get selected now. If I want to switch selections, I can go to this button here, which will switch the selections. In other words, what I have selected will become unselected, and what I don't have selected right now will be selected. So I'll switch those, and you see that there's now a lot of areas selected. I'm going to switch it again so it's back to how it was. The thing down here is you can click this here. If you take a look now, all the records are being shown in the table. If I click this one here, which says show selected records, the only records seen in the table now are those that are selected. I'll now show you how to select records with by attribute. So we're going to clear the selection, and I'll choose to show all records again. To select by attributes, there's a number of ways to do it. We can click this button, select by attributes, and we get this query table show up here. And I'm going to say select land IDs, and we're going to go with equal to 900, which again are water. We hit apply, and it selects all the 900s on the lake, and on the map display, and in the table. If we show you now, they'll all be selected here as well. Again, all these buttons that you see here can also be found under here. Here's clear selection, select by attributes, switch selection, select all. Right, so we'll clear the selection. So those are a number of things you can do with tables, some of the real basic things. Sometime later on in the course we'll look at some things that are more complicated.